Okay guys, welcome to another edition of Konbini Quest. It's a series where I go into a Japanese convenience store, a konbini, and I find some fun things to try. Okay, so I wasn't planning on recording a video here today, but I was just passing by and I saw a kind of unique convenience store. Now there are a number of these kind of stores around here. Where I am is near Mount Fuji, and as you can imagine, it's very picturesque, it's very scenic around Mount Fuji. So I think it was 7-Eleven that might have started this trend. I'm not too sure, but all the other chains have copied one another. And what they've done is they've taken their normal store colors and they've changed them to like a brown color, or at least a more subdued color. The thinking is they don't want to take away or stand out or detract from the natural scenery in this area. What do you think about that? Is that being sort of conscious of nature? One store must have started it and the rest kind of just jumped on the bandwagon, but I don't know, I guess it's interesting around this area. But anyhow, let's get into these things that I got here at 7-Eleven. Like I said, I wasn't planning on doing this video, so I went in not knowing what I was gonna get, and let's see what I found. This is a Yakisoba sandwich, I guess. Could we say sandwich? It's a roll that has yakisoba in it, and many of you may recognize this particular brand here. This is the UFO brand. They make yakisoba, instant yakisoba noodles. So let's give this a try. It's not heated up, it's just off the rack. It's 148 yen. And if you're not familiar with yakisoba, it's kind of like, I don't know, spaghetti may be the closest thing. And then they put this kind of savory sauce. The closest I would imagine could be kind of like not really a steak sauce, but not really as tangy as a Worcester sauce, but sort of in that same family. It's like a brown sauce that they put on these noodles, and quite often it's got like onions, I think it's got onions in it, and pieces of pork, thin pork, and you eat them with chopsticks. However, they've gone and thrown them into a sandwich here. They've also put a little bit of, I think that's seaweed seasoning, kind of like what you would find on top of okonomiyaki or takoyaki. Anyhow, let's give this a try. It really smells like the instant yakisoba noodles. Here we go. Okay, so there's a cross section. It tastes exactly as you would imagine, just like the instant yakisoba noodles. If you like the noodles, you're gonna like this. And I mean, I like the noodles, so I guess I like this. It's not really something I would normally order, or at least pick up. And it says it's got a lot of their sauce on it, so yeah. It's alright. It is a little bit sort of glutinous though, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, yakisoba sandwich, it's okay, I guess. Okay, so next I've got this, and this is another sort of yakisoba type thing. It's from a competitor of UFO. It's called Peiyangu, and they also make instant yakisoba noodles. This, however, is a kind of, looks like an onigiri, the shape, this little triangle, what do you call them in English? Rice ball, I guess you would say. But yeah, let's give this a try. And again, it's just off the shelf. Well, this was in the sort of refrigerated area. Okay, I was just picking up some sushi for another video that I'm going to be making, and they gave me some chopsticks. Now I didn't think to ask for chopsticks for this. I suppose I could eat it with my fingers, but I'd rather not. So let me pull it out so you can see it's a little bit sort of not really sticky, but you don't really want to touch that. You're probably meant to eat it straight out of the package. But it looks like it's got rice and yakisoba noodles sort of formed into the shape of an onigiri. Here we go. Okay, so this is a lot less of a flavor than the UFO. The UFO, you know, they were bragging about their sauce. This is more of a subdued flavor. Also, mishi, it's mixed with rice. It's messy to eat. So yeah, the bread is a good idea for the UFO version of this, because I'm not really interested in touching this, but that's all there is. Quite often in the middle of an onigiri, there's like a nice little surprise. There's like some tuna or some fish or something in the middle. But here, there's nothing. It's just solid rice and soba noodles, and it's kind of messy. Oh, don't drop this. Okay, so far I would say the UFO edges out the onigiri just because it's easier to eat. You can just hold it in one hand. Of course, if you're gonna make all the fuss to eat the onigiri, you might as well just eat normal yakisoba. I don't get it. But anyhow, let's check out this drink I got here. Now, this is an energy drink. I don't think I've reviewed this on my channel yet. It's called Dragon Boost, and it's by Real Gold, which is a brand of kind of soft drinks here, which I think is owned by the Coca-Cola company. But this came out several months ago, but I don't think I've reviewed it yet. So let's give this a shot. Has a very kind of sweet yet tangy kind of smell, almost like a children's chewable aspirin. That's a good thing. Wow, that's an interesting flavor. Well, let's check out the color. I got a little cup here. There you go. So that's the color we got going on there. Nice kind of golden color. But the flavor is sort of eluding me. It's an energy drink flavor, but it's not that sort of, slap. You're drinking an energy drink kind of thing. It almost like has a hint of sort of pineapple or something going on. Actually, I like this a lot better than a regular Red Bull. Now, I kind of haven't been drinking energy drinks as often as I used to. I haven't had a Monster for like 4 months now. I don't know, depending on like the kick, I would almost prefer to have this. Now, I think it's the same price as like a Monster. However, the can is a slightly smaller size. So it says the energy is 52 kilocalories per 100 mils. So I'd have to look up what a Monster is in comparison, or a Red Bull is in comparison. But I kind of think it's about 40 or something maybe, or this is as high, if not a little higher than those. And actually this is pretty good. I really like this. So yeah, speaking of Monster, I also picked up one of these while I was in there. Now this is a flavor that I've already reviewed on my channel. It's a Pipeline Punch. We got it last summer and then it sort of disappeared. It recently just came back, and usually they don't bring back the same flavors, usually a new flavor. We don't have many here, so I'm always looking forward to a new flavor. This actually is a pretty decent flavor though. It's got 16% juice, and I know some of you have said that you have this where you live. It's a Pipeline Punch, and I think some people were saying it's like a Hawaiian sort of flavor, which I could understand. They're kind of going for that image here, at least on the can. But I was really impressed by the amount of stock that they had at this 7-Eleven. Just cases and cases and cases of the thing. I don't know why it came back. It must have been popular perhaps, or maybe they just had so much leftover stock that it wasn't popular and they just brought it back. I don't know. But I actually like this one. Okay, so I got one more thing. I didn't get any sweets today, I'm afraid. Well, except for the drink, I suppose. But the last thing I picked up was I was in line waiting to buy the other stuff, and I saw a pizza stick. Yay. So I love pizza, and I love showing you all the interesting ingredients that Japanese people love on their pizzas here. It's just like a soft crust. I guess you would just say it's a piece of bread, really. So yeah, it looks like it's got some green peppers, some onions, cheese, tomato-y sort of pizza sauce, and oh, what are those? Yes, it's got corn on it. I don't see any mayonnaise on this one, however, But yeah, let's give this a try. As you can see by a cross section, it is 90% bread. I won't say crust, I'll just say bread, because it's like a soft bread. So here we go. It's not heated up. I suppose I could have asked them, but it just came straight off the rack. It actually has a pretty decent flavor for something like this. So this and the UFO were 148. The other soba thing was 120. Okay, so I guess my verdict on all this stuff is this is the best, and this is pretty good too. I don't really care much for the onigiri. I don't think I'll ever buy that again. The UFO, if it was the last item there, I guess I would take it, but definitely I would try this again, and definitely I would get this again. So hopefully you agree with my decision. I don't know if there maybe there's some fans out there of yakisoba that have tried those other things that really like them. Let me know what you think. Does it look good or not? I suppose the equivalent would be kind of like a spaghetti sandwich kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know. Anyhow, that's it for this video. I just want to say thanks to you guys for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.